Hi, I'm Dr. Melita Housley, clinical psychologist. Today I'm going to talk to you about ways that you can help your children to reduce those physical feelings of anxiety through using the breath. So when we feel anxious, what we tend to do is breathe more shallowly and at the top of our lungs. And what then happens is we start to hyperventilate, and that can make us feel a bit sick, a bit dizzy, a bit faint, and it can feel quite unpleasant. So what we're wanting to do instead is to direct our breath down to the bottom of our lungs, and that reverses that process and starts to reduce those feelings of anxiety. So if I show you first of all what you can do as a parent or maybe with an older teen, so that you can see what we're trying to achieve with this breathing technique. So if you place one hand on your chest and one hand on your lower tummy, and what you're wanting to do is when you breathe in, you want to see your lower hand coming out and you want your top hand to be staying as still as possible. Okay, so you're breathing in and your bottom hand is doing this and your top hand is staying as still as possible. The other thing that we need to consider is that we need our out breath to be longer than our in breath, and that's to make sure that you're breathing all the way out before you take the next breath. So a good thing to do is to count your breathing. So if you breathe in for 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold for 2 at the top, and then breathe out for 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the numbers that you use don't really matter. So just find something that feels comfortable, but always aim to breathe out for longer than you breathe in. So some ways that you can do this with your children to make it fun are to use some bubbles. So you might have some of these around the house. So what you want to do again is to encourage your child to breathe into their tummy right down here, so they're taking a nice big deep breath, and then we want to get that breath all the way out. So you can just use some bubbles. You take the nice big breath in and then try that again. And then what you can also do is talk about their worries being inside those bubbles, and they can either watch them floating away or you can have some fun popping the bubbles to get rid of those worries. So that's quite a nice one. Another one is to get a teddy bear, place the teddy bear on their tummy and get them to imagine that their tummy is a mountain. And what we're wanting to do is to make the mountain bigger as we're breathing in. Okay, so this is easier obviously if you're lying down, but you can just do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or you might do shorter counting with a younger child, so it might just be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's quite a nice one to do as well. If you're out and about, you can get one of the dandelion seeds that you can see around at the moment and do a similar thing with that. So you're taking a nice big breath in and then watch the seeds float away. Perhaps don't do that one in the garden because you don't want dandelions everywhere. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. I will be making some more videos, so the next one's going to be on how we use our muscles to help us to feel more relaxed and to reduce those feelings of anxiety. So I'll aim to do that one for next week. And as always, if you've got any questions, you can just email me on info@pecurospsychology.co.uk. Have a lovely day.